say. Now, is this a crazy thing to say? This is wild. This is an absolutely wild thing to say, especially when Florida State had the year they had last year, especially when Tommy Castellanos got benched last year at Boston College. Yes, Saban's not there. It doesn't matter. It's still Bama. It's still a top 10 defense.
Y'all get to go put hands on this man. Y'all get to baptize this man. You get to tell him what it's like to be baptized in the tide, in the blood. If you know what I mean here, we're going to help this man go see Jesus about himself and about some of the things that he has made. We're going to ask him, hey, are you happy with the choices that you decided to make, particularly on June 23rd?
Hey, what's up? Good evening, everybody. Roll Tide. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Long Run, the evening edition with Piano Man. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Good to see you. Oh, good to see you. What's up, Stephen Hicks? Stephen Hicks, FSU, your first 26 days, and we roll, Stephen Hicks. What's up, Nero? What's going on with you? Kimberly Harmon, what's up, sissy? Big dog gotta eat. Yeah, we back. I bleed crimson. Good evening. Roll Tide. Latoya, Roll Tide, roll. Double L. Yeah, we getting closer, bro. We getting closer. We getting closer. We getting closer. Yeah. What's up, Susan? What's up? What's up? What's going on, Susan? What's up there, bro? What you got going? Yeah, good to see everybody in the chat right about now. I'm glad to see everybody. Kimberly, that's my sissy there. Kimberly told us last night everybody be making her laugh. How's everybody's day going? I hope everybody's doing okay. Hey, Gwen, how are you? Thank you. I do feel better. I feel better. I had to just whatever that is. All I know is that my sinuses are still cruddy, but I don't quite feel as bad as I did earlier, like I did earlier today and this morning and everything. So hopefully we have a good show and everything. What's up, down South Georgia boy? I'm not gonna talk about that honeybee tea. I will not be talking about that. This is water. This is water. So I don't want nobody getting it twisted. This is water. And so anyway, just glad to be here. Glad to see all of you that's in the chat and everything, man. Just glad to see everybody. Now I do feel a lot better. What's up, Bino? The GM is here. The GM is here. So we just want to have a good time this evening. Talk about a few things concerning Alabama Crimson Tide. Talk about a few things just concerning just football in general. As we all know, today the Tide was off and they did not have practice today. But they had the Yay Alabama was sponsoring Media Day. And so there's a lot of things that was going on today as far as media-wise, and I've heard some good things about it, especially from my guy, Ron Fowler. He was talking about how well Media Day was going today. And just a real familial family atmosphere, if you will. Just the Tide is really doing the thing, and I believe that they are focused. But we got a couple of things we want to go over in talking about the Tide and everything. And we know that the top 25 came out today, and the coaches poll, if you will, came out today. We're going to discuss that. But before we discuss that, it's something else I want to discuss. But this has really nothing to do with Alabama, but it has to deal with football. And I was going to use this as an analogy of how people think sometimes. Here we go. If there are any Dallas Cowboy fans in the chat, don't let me know. Okay, please don't tell me that you're a Dallas Cowboy fan. I don't want to know if you are a Dallas Cowboy fan or not. I've told you before. I'll say it again. I don't know who I dislike the most: the Dallas Cowboys, LSU, Auburn, or the Dallas Cowboys. No, excuse me. The Dallas Cowboys, Auburn, LSU. I don't know, but just other or the devil. Let's put it like that. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Dallas, LSU, Auburn, or the devil. I don't know which one out of those four. I don't know which one I dislike the most. Tennessee's not quite that bad. They're not quite that bad yet, Nero. But now Ohio State is pushing it. They're pushing it. They're pushing it. Did I tell y'all that my mom went to Ohio State? She did. She went to Ohio State, did some graduate work there in nursing and everything. But Piano Man was never swayed by none of that. She would get me Ohio State paraphernalia. I would take it and I would either put it up somewhere or I'd give it away or throw it away. I didn't want that in my possession. I've been loyal to Alabama from the time that I've liked them until this present moment. I've loved Alabama. But anyway, I was just thinking that about as far as the Dallas Cowboys go. I'm pretty sure. What's up, Arrow Squad? I know it, Arrow Squad telling me to watch it, but I just don't care for Ohio State like that. I just don't. Like I said, my mom did some graduate work there in nursing and social work, I think, back in the day. And she would buy me Ohio State stuff and everything. I didn't want that. I didn't want that foolishness. I didn't want it. No, sir. No, ma'am. I didn't want it. Didn't want it then and don't want it now. It's either the Alabama Crimson Tide in college football, the Pittsburgh Steelers in pro football, in college basketball, Alabama. But in pro basketball, I'm Lakers all the way. And notice what I did not say. Excuse me, y'all. That's still got the flame thing going. Please forgive me. I'm sorry, but I'm Lakers all the way. I was a Lakers fan before Kareem Abdul-Jabbar got there. Okay, now I'm just gonna say that to you. I'm a Lakers fan from way back in the gap. Yeah. Arrow Squad. My mom was a lovely woman, but she raised a crimson fool. But that's all right. It's okay. I've heard worse. I've heard worse. When I was in high school, well, let me get to what I'm getting to, and then we'll talk about that. But I'm pretty sure those of you that have heard the talk about Micah Parsons with the Dallas Cowboys and the things that Jerry Jones, the owner of the Cowboys, has said. And it's the one thing that is one particular statement that Jerry Jones has made that I have a problem with. And it's when he said, I want all Cowboy fans to know, don't lose any sleep over this. I can understand, exactly, Neuro. I love the skill set. I don't care what Jerry Jones says. When a man that has told you, and ladies, y'all help me out here, but men can do it too. When you're in a relationship that's just and brings unhappiness, when nothing about the relationship brings happiness, and you verbally and openly voice your displeasure about it. Now, I don't know if that letter that or that memo that supposedly came from Micah Parsons, I don't know if that's true or no. I don't know. All I know is what's been given to me, or what's been presented to me as a media person, just reading media stuff. And if it's true that Micah Parsons wrote all of this, then it's true. But for Jerry Jones to say, don't lose any sleep over it, and this is one of the most skilled people that you have on your team, especially on defense, and you're telling people don't lose sleep over it. No, I can't agree with that, because here's how I view it. If my lady friend was to tell me, or my wife was to tell me that, all right, DSGB, all right, I see you. If my wife, significant other, was to tell me that she no longer is happy in the relationship, I'm not gonna sit up there and tell everybody I ain't finna lose no sleep over it. I'm not, especially if I say that I love them. I'm serious, especially if I say that I love them. Now, if I'm supposed to be loving you, and everything, if I'm supposed to be loving you, I'm supposed to be doing all those things, y'all. I'm supposed to be doing all those things to do my best to try to keep you. Because let me tell you something. A good person in a relationship is indeed hard to find. We just went live on TikTok. Hello, everybody. It's Piano Man. I'm just doing this. I'm on my other channel, so y'all will get me live right here. But what's up, everybody? Roll Tide to all Tide Nation out there. But for somebody to say don't lose sleep over it, and this is the one guy who has kindly held your team together. He's a vocal in the locker room. People love him. The fans love him. This, that, and the third. And that's what you think of him. It goes to show how people think of you. As long as you're giving them whatever they need, then, everything's cool. But for you to stand up there and say, don't lose any sleep over it, I don't know. I'm not sure if that would fly in Alabama land. If someone in the Bama Nation, on the team that is, would say, I'm unhappy. I believe that we would do everything that we could do as fans to make sure that player, especially if it's one with some good skill sets, is like what I forgot who just said it about Micah Parsons and the skill set. You can't afford to lose skilled players. You can't afford for skilled players to be disgruntled. I don't care if it's the media. I don't care who it is. It doesn't matter. If I'm just saying, that's the wrong thing to say. Don't lose any sleep. This is your star, man. This is your superstar. This is your guy that's helping you even win the games. Sometimes that's not even supposed to be winnable. Don't treat your team. Don't treat your players. Don't treat your employees as if they don't matter. Don't do that. Don't do that. You need him. Now, I'm no Dallas Cowboy fan by any stretch of the imagination. I don't like the Cowboys. I don't like them at all. I don't. Like I told you, I don't know who I dislike the most. Dallas, LSU, Auburn, or the Devil. I don't know which one I despise the most. But the one thing about it, right is right, wrong is wrong. And so I know a lot of us will probably see it different. But even if you feel that way, don't say it publicly. Don't say that publicly. That needs to be said in the privacy somewhere. And as a matter of fact, that's the kind of stuff that doesn't need to be said at all. Do everything that you can do to keep your players. Dallas, Do you realize how long it's been since you've even sniffed a playoff? Do you know how long it's been since you sniffed a Super Bowl? And you are treating people, your owner is treating people like this? I cry mutiny. I really would. And the reason that I'm bringing this up is if we pay attention to the construct of how college football is going now, we are headed in the same direction. Players are going to be disgruntled. Excuse me. Hey, what's up, Milton? What's up, Milton? Roll Tide. I'm just saying now, we've got to do everything that we can do. And this is why I am doing my part as just a fan to do my best. I know that the situations are different as it relates to professional. And I'm just going to stop saying college, even though it's still college, but even semi-pro, because that's which way it's going now. Money's being exchanged, contracts, this and that and the third. That's where we are now in college sports. That's what's happening. It's just a step or two down from the professional ranks of how they actually do things. But as far as the Alabama Crimson Tide goes, I don't never, ever want our people to say, oh, don't lose no sleep over it. No, especially if it's somebody of some substance. Now, all the players have substance. Don't get me wrong. But when they're starters like that and they're difference makers and everything, and then you're going to sit up there and go public and say, don't lose no sleep over this, all that kind of stuff. No, because how do you know what's on their heart? How do you know? Thank you, Nero. Minor leagues. That's where we are now. I'm just saying. Thank you, those that are on TikTok. I encourage you to keep watching. This is my first time doing a live with you on TikTok. Thank you for just joining in. I'm Piano Man. Welcome to the Long Run. We're kind of doing this maybe tomorrow. I'll have it fixed to where you will actually be on my feed there. Today I did not have time to do it, but you're actually talking to me. So I'm actually talking to two groups of folks. And welcome to everybody to the Long Run with Piano Man. So anyway, but I'm just saying, Ephraim is saying, I ain't losing no sleep over Tank. Listen, I'm not talking about recruits. I don't lose sleep over recruits. I don't. I really don't. Alabama is recruiting. Alabama is recruiting its behind off. And we have a strategy. We have a system in which we're going by our team. I'm not recruiting anybody or evaluating anybody either. But I just love my team. I love my Alabama Crimson Tide. But Alabama is recruiting and they're getting who they want. They're getting who they need. And then you also have to look at the fact that we already have some ballers that's already on the team. So that's why I didn't trip when Tank went to Oregon. I didn't trip. I saw the handwriting on the wall. I saw that. But this is where we are now, ladies and gentlemen. And we may as well get used to that. This is where we are in college athletics, not just football, basketball, baseball, track, everything. Everything. Let's treat our players. Let's support our players. Let's support the athletic department. Let's support it. Okay? You know, I don't trip over. I'm not tripping over a recruit. Listen, how many times have you all heard me say to the guys and gals that are heavily into recruiting, I salute you. That's not my cup of tea. But I love to talk about it with them and everything, and it brings about a level of excitement. But it's still not my cup of tea. It doesn't. Boom, ba, 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 boom. It doesn't do that to me. But what does make my blood juices flowing is when it's go time, when it's game time. Y'all see, you see what I'm saying? So when it's game time, that's what get my juices flowing. We got 26 days. My blood beginning to it's beginning to rev up now. I'm just saying, It's beginning to rev up. I want to hear Roll Tide. I heard somebody say today about the elephant and everything. Well, I when I do get to the point of being monetized and all that kind of stuff, somebody donates, I want to put the voice out there whenever Alabama has that first down, Alabama, Roll Tide. That's the caption I like. That's what I like. That's the one thing I like about Alabama football is that there are some traditions, and we don't want to get rid of that tradition. Okay, so I'm not telling us to don't lose no sleep, whatever. But there's just something I just want us to be a little bit more caring about. Let's care about our players a lot more than we do, because we're in a critical time now. And the least little thing with this here, I'm just saying, man, some of them gonna go. So let's make the best out of a situation, because this is the new normal now. Yeah, Eli Gold, I got you, I bleed crimson. Yeah, I love to hear him say, touchdown, Alabama. And like I said, and I love to hear the guy say, first down, Alabama. And then the crowd say, Roll Tide. That's what I love to hear. That's my thing right there. That's what I love. And see, so those are the things that gets my juices going. But I don't want any of us to take the approach that Mr. Jerry Jones is taking with what the media is saying that Jerry Jones is saying about Micah Parsons. I don't think that's right, and I don't think it's fair. Oh, yeah, big dog got to eat. Oh, yeah. And when that band get off into Dixieland Delight, spent my dollar on, Again, welcome to everybody on TikTok. Welcome. Yeah, I see you over there, Aero Squad. Uh-huh. All right, here we go. My phone. Well, okay. But anyway, I'm just saying, let's just have a good time with our Alabama Crimson Tide. So enough about that. Enough about Micah Parsons. Let's get with the getting. Let's get down. 26. Where's Stephen Hicks at? How many days we got Stephen Hicks? Can somebody tell me how many more days? Florida State, you first. You first, Florida State. Stephen Hicks, where you at? How many days do we have, Stephen Hicks? How many days will it take to? Yeah, we got to get rolling. Big dog got to eat. I know that song, the first verse of that song, inside out. Rolling down Backwood, Tennessee byway. One arm on the wheel, holding my lover with the other. A sweet southern thrill. Worked hard all week, got a little jingle on a Tennessee Saturday night. Come on now. That's right, 26. Florida State. Where the Florida State fans at? I need to see them front and center. Are y'all ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I know you know it. I know you know it, Kimberly. Yeah. I'm just saying, when you're an Alabama fan or whomever your team is, you need to know everything about your team. Everything about your team. Yeah, Big Dog Got to Eat. It's a great song. It is. I love it. Spent my dollar on beer and all that kind of stuff. I ain't going to repeat all that. But anyway, y'all know how it go. That's right. Especially when we get down to that line, Auburn and LSU and Tennessee too, and Dixieland Delight. Yes, sir, Bob. So I'm just saying, so we know everything about our team. And 26 days, Florida State, you going to find out what else we know. We know this. We coming to Tallahassee, and we running stuff. We going to run stuff, Florida State, and we ain't just running our mouth. We running stuff. All right, Aero Squad, thank you. I done messed up. I guess I have. Well, y'all, we've had a great weekend. The Alabama Crimson Tide was like day 4 into the into the fall camp and all that good stuff. And just some things happened and over the time, and we're gonna get to that. Dwight, which one are we gonna go with first? Are we gonna go with the coaches poll? Because I can shift subject matter if I have to. Gotcha. All right. We know today, thank you, Dwight. Let's go with this. We know that today that the top 25, the coaches poll came out today. We see that it came out today. And here we are. And I'm gonna start at 25 and work my way back. And I sort of told you all to watch Texas Tech. Texas Tech did a lot of spending. They did a lot. They spent a lot. And you saw what happened to them even in softball, women's softball. They were just a few plays away from being in the big show. So that's all I'm saying is that Texas Tech is one of those teams that you may want to keep your eye on as it relates to the Big 12. Don't sleep on Texas Tech. So 25 is Boise State. What's up, Goof? Roll Tide. Texas Tech is 24. Brigham Young is 23. Iowa State is 22. Now notice, in that Big 12, you got Iowa State, Brigham Young, Texas Tech. That's all Big 12. Okay? That's Big 12. Iowa State, Brigham Young, Texas Tech is all Big 12. Watch how that could play out. All I'm saying is when you see them like that, bunched up together like that, excuse me, and I don't know their schedule, and I don't have it right off the bat, have it with me right off the bat, but when you see that like that, that means those teams are actually better than what people giving them credit for. And the coaches are even seeing this. But but I'm going to throw something else at you too. So we see Texas A&M is 21. Kansas State is 20. Indiana is 19. I'm still wondering why. Tennessee is 18. Florida is 17. I'm still saying as far as Florida is concerned, so goes DJ Lagway, so goes Florida. Now, he showed up, it was said a few weeks ago that he showed up at school in a walking boot. He was there in a walking boot. I don't know the severity. I don't know all the extent of all of that. All I know is what the media said, is that he showed up in a walking boot. And then you have 16th SMU, 15th Ole Miss, 14th is Michigan. I'm telling you now, watch Michigan. I'm telling you now. I don't know if Underwood Unleashed is listening or not. Jacob, I don't know if he's listening or not. But watch Michigan. Watch Michigan. 14th is South Carolina. 13th is Illinois. I'm telling you again, watch Illinois in that Big Ten. No, they're not going to win the Big Ten, but Illinois is one of those teams that could keep another team from getting in out of that Big Ten. A win here, a win there, and everything over someone that's big. And if I'm not mistaken, Ohio State goes to Illinois this year. I think they do. 11th is Arizona State. 10th is Miami. 9th is LSU. 8th is Alabama. 7th is Oregon. 6th is Clemson. 5th, Notre Dame. 4th, Georgia. 3rd, Penn State. Ohio State is 2nd. And we see Texas is number 1. Here's my first question. Did they get it right? And, hey, Dr. Crystal Roll Tide, what's up? Did they get it right? Are the coaches on to something? Or let me see it in the chat. What would you change? That's going to be my first question. What would you change? Dwight said Penn is overrated. Penn is rated that high because of who they're all bringing back. Arrow Squad said it's correct. Okay. How okay, because Ohio State is number 2. Arrow. So in the coaches poll on the very first week, number 1 and number 2 is going at it, right? I don't know why Kansas State on there. I'm not sure. I'm going to tell you why Illinois is there. Illinois is there because they really do have a pretty good team. Ephraim said Clemson should be 3rd. I'm inclined to agree. It's correct because nothing is known. Okay, I got you. It will all play itself out. And that's what I was about to get at, Arrow Squad, but you beat me to it. I don't get mad about that. It kind of shows great minds do think alike and everything. So you and I are on the same thought pattern, because here's the catch. In week one, one is going to play 2. In week 1, 5 is going to play 10. In week 1, 6 is going to play 9. In week 1, let's see here. So let me pull this out. Here we go. What's up, Moon Rocker? What's up? I hear you, bro. Good to see you, Moon Rocker. And that's about all I see right there. Oh, Tennessee's playing Syracuse. And let me see, where's Syracuse ranked in here? Yeah, Syracuse got 16 votes just to get into the top 25, but they didn't make the top 25. But they still have quote unquote honorable mention. Let's put it like that. But Tennessee and Syracuse is going at week 1. So I'm just saying to you now, what Arrow Squad said is how I feel. Week 1, there's going to be even a shakeup, because 1 and 2, there's got to be a winner. There's going to be a loser. Now, the question is, who will it be? Me personally, I don't like Texas. I don't like Ohio State either. I wish that one would end in a tie and they both have to kiss each other. And blah. But I really want Texas to, I want Texas to lose to Ohio State. I'm not an SEC homer. I'm a Bama guy. Forget the rest of the SEC. I ain't caring nothing about that. But the week 1 loser will go to 7 or 8. But just remember now, Arrow Squad, 1 and 2, they're playing. Now, I'm going to say this. Excuse me. I'm going to say this. 1 and 2 going to play each other. The winner, if the winner is Texas, Ohio State will drop. Everybody else will move up, and like everybody else will move up 1, whatever, however that goes. But just remember that Notre Dame is playing Miami in Miami. So 5 and 10 play each other. So the point that I'm making is, even after week 1, this coach's poll is going to be shook up some. That's going to be the fun part about all of this. It's the fact that the polls are going to be shook from the word go. So the question is, how do you all feel about this now? Everything is unknown. I'm going back to something that I've been saying all summer. Matter of fact, even down to the springtime, I've said it, that as it relates to the SEC, over half of the SEC is starting new quarterbacks. I'm just saying. So that's a narrative. That's a narrative that we've got to watch. Bama, new quarterback. Georgia, new quarterback. He's going to be starting from the word go. Tennessee, new quarterback. Just right there. So Georgia, so if I'm taking it out of this top 25, Georgia, Bama, let's see, Georgia, Bama, Ole Miss, Tennessee. Yeah. And Texas. So I'm just saying that it's going to be interesting to see how these new quarterbacks are going to adjust or adapt to their starting roles from day one. Not because they were inserted in a game, but coming off the bench from the word go, and now you're the starter. What's up, Brandon? Roll Tide. Yeah, week one is going to shake the coaches poll. It's going to shake it. Week one will shake the coaches poll. Yeah, Ole Miss new quarterback, Austin Simmons. I was watching Ole Miss play. I was watching the Ole Miss Georgia game last year. I'm just saying. And I'm going to call a spade right here. People may not agree with me, but Ole Miss really did not need Jackson Dart in that Georgia game. What's up, B Sharp? My brother, B Sharp. What's up with you, player? Good to see you, my man. We're just going over this coach's poll right quick because in week one, B Sharp, this whole coach's poll will be shook up. I'm just saying. So, but back to what I was saying about Ole Miss and Austin Simmons. Austin Simmons is no joke. He is the real deal. He really can play. What's up, Justin? Roll Tide, brother. He really can ball out. He really can. So a lot of these teams that have quarterbacks like Austin Simmons, Gunnar Stockton. Now, the jury is going to always be out on Ty until Ty or whomever it is that's going to start for Alabama. The jury is going to be out until they see them play. That's where the rubber will meet the road there. Now, me personally, I think that they're all sleep on the Alabama quarterbacks, whomever it is. But if it's Ty, I just believe that they're going to be sleep on it. So the point that I'm making is in South Carolina, I keep telling y'all, I'm not too much worried about him. Yeah, we playing for homecoming. Yes, we go down there to South Carolina and we play them. Yes. But they're not going to sneak up on nobody this year. They're going to take Sellers. We're going to have to take Lenore Sellers a lot more serious than we did last year. He's not that freshman quarterback anymore. He's a super sophomore. He's not that dude that we knew last year. I believe he's coming with more maturity and everything, which means we've got to take him serious. We've got to take him serious. But Moonrock, let me go with what Justice says. Justice said Bama's going to run the table. I believe so too. I was listening to while I was recuperating today, I was listening to one of the shows, and one of the callers thinks just like me. We think alike. And that's this here. They asked him, out of all of the games, which one bothers you the most? And that guy said, the first one. I've been saying that too. I'm not trying to make this about me. I'm just saying that a lot of us feel the same way. The first game, and I done told you how I think some things are going to go down in that first game with Florida State. Florida State is coming to prove something. Florida State wants to prove something too. They want to prove that 2-10 season was a fluke, and that the season that was before that was not a fluke, that was real bona fide Florida State football. Alabama's going to have to come with a mindset to take Florida State out. To take Florida State out. I'm just saying. That's what we've got to look at. Are we going to take Florida State out? And will we take them out early? Will we dismantle them early? Can we get, listen, it's like what Steven said, make they ends quick at halftime. Can we empty the stadium? Those are the things that we got to look at. See, if you want to shake up the polls, shake up your opponent first. Be sharp. I totally understand. What's up, Patriot Life? Roll Tide. Roll Tide. But we need to open up. Notice what Patriot Life said. Watch this. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Need to open the season up with a gut stomping. That's what has to happen. We cannot go in there lollygagging around, because I'm telling you now, Florida State, that's the game that bothers me. We've got to go in with a vengeance. We've got to go in with a purpose. We've got to go in. If you want to shake up this coaches poll, shake your opponent up first. Shake the opponent up. And until Alabama, we got 26 days to get some shaking going. We need to go in there moving the furniture. I would appreciate that, B Sharp. Please, listen. While I got you, I'm talking to the ones over on TikTok right about now, too. Listen to me. I need you all, if you've never subscribed to the Long Run with Piano Man over on YouTube, I need you to go to YouTube and subscribe to my channel, The Long Run with Piano Man. I need 19 folks, just 19, to put me at 300 subscribers. Now, if you feel led to go and do more, more than y'all want to go, by all means, have at it. Piano Man will not fuss about that. The more the better. The more the better. I was about to say the more the barrier. The more the merrier. Okay? The more the better. But if 19 of y'all that have never subscribed to my channel on YouTube, please go. I'd appreciate it. And not only me, if you've never subscribed to Sharpshooters Sports Talk, Sports Show, come on. Get hooked up with B Sharp. On the Block Sports with Coach Carl. Just JMHO with Coach Sean. And countless others. We do our best to bring the best in content, and we all do it differently. We don't all do it the same. We do it differently. And that's what makes us as real as we are, is because we're not trying to be a copycat to anybody else. We have our own unique way of doing it. Now, I'll say this, all my brothers are better than me at this. I'm just a Johnny come lately, come along. I'm just coming along here, but we do the best that we can, okay? So I need 19 of you all to come to YouTube, to The Long Run with Piano Man, and please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have 300 subscribers by either tonight or by the end of the week. But I want 500 by the time the season gets going real good. I got things I want to do. So please, and thank you. Piano Man thanks you. The 401k crew thanks you. Everybody thanks you. We thank you. Okay? So just come on in with us and just join us. All right? I thank you, B Sharp. But Patriot Life said that we got to come in with a gut stomping. And that's what bothers me. Are we going to come in with the fire? Are we going to come in with the intensity? Are we going to come in with that? That's what I'm worried about. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want to see us come in with that thunder, man. I'm being honest with you. I want to see us come in with the thunder. So this is the top 25 coaches poll. Now, I haven't seen the AP. I don't know if the AP is out or not sure. But how do you feel? So some of you said that Clemson was too low, Penn State was too high, Notre Dame was too high. Me personally, I believe that Notre Dame is up there simply because of last year. Georgia's up there because they're in love with Georgia. Penn State is up there because of who all they brought back. Ohio State is up there because they're the defending champs. Texas is up there because of Arch Manning. That's what I believe. Yeah. Yeah. I'm with you. I believe Crimson. Watch this. He says, if they don't show up August the 30th, it's a wrap. I'm just going to leave it right there. They got all the motivation in the world. It's a wrap. I'm just saying. I'm just saying now. I'm just saying. So this coach's poll is going to be shook up in week 1. Arch does look sickly good. Okay. I believe he's good. But it's going to be the pieces there, Nero, that the pieces around him. That's what's going to define him. Arch is going to have to have help. Some real help. Hold on one. Hold on, y'all. Get a garbage bag, all that other stuff in there. Put it in the garbage bag, and we're gonna throw it away. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Y'all, my sister said roll tide. My sister said roll tide. But I'm just saying now that we've got to have fire, intensity, take it serious. Because even though we went 9-4, Florida State went 2-10. Florida State is trying to prove something. I don't believe Florida State is that good. And I don't care. And I don't know if any of y'all follow me on TikTok or not. But yesterday I put out a video that just said, I was imitating Hulk Hogan. What you gonna do when Alabama comes to Tallahassee and you find out that B2A is more than just words, but it's a reality. That's what I said. That's what I said. Because that's what's going to have to happen. I'm just saying. So when I look at this, when I look at this coach's poll, I'm just saying, man, we had better take it serious because just coming in at week 1, I'm telling y'all now. Weeks 1, and I was sharing with the White today. You know, when he and I were chatting, week 1 through 4, this coach's poll is gonna get shook up. The coach's poll is gonna get shook up something serious. I'm telling you, the coach's poll is gonna get shook up something serious. I'll just state the fact there. I got too many wires here.
Can you dig that, sucker?
Yeah, man. I appreciate that, Dwight. And believe it or not, y'all, contrary to popular belief, I am a big wrestling fan. I love wrestling. I really do. I love wrestling. I do. Love wrestling. So, can we beat Florida State? Yeah, we can. Will we? Now that remains to be seen. But I want to show this right quick now, because this is where I am of the firm persuasion that week 1 is going to set the tone for a whole lot of folks. Now, can you make a comeback after a loss in week 1? Sure you can. Sure you can. Nero said Alabama 37, Florida State 17. We're going to get predictions later on, but I'll take that. I'll buy that. Just stand by that. Just stand by that one, Nero. Stand by that prediction, okay? But week 1 is going to tell the story on some things, because I keep trying to tell y'all. All right? I'm going to show you how some of this is going. On that Friday night, August the 29th, on that Friday night, Auburn plays Baylor. Auburn plays Baylor. What's up, Double A? Auburn plays Baylor. I told y'all, I don't believe that Auburn is going to go over into Waco and beat Baylor. Piano Man, Bama has something to prove as well, because nobody outside of Bama fans don't believe in them. Double A, you know I agree with you a lot, don't you? But Piano Man is going to add something to that. You ready for this? You got a lot of Bama fans that don't believe in Bama. Yeah. You have some Bama fans. You have some Bama fans that's not completely buying into Bama. That's not completely buying into Bama. You're not buying into the DeBoer system. They're not buying into it. They're very, very iffy about it. Long as we beat Georgia and everything, some of them are good. But I'm telling you now, with a lot of them, they're watching this Florida State game. So you're exactly right. Alabama has a lot to prove. I know, Double A. I'll just say some of the things that y'all don't say right off the bat. I'm just going to come straight on out and say it. There are quite a few Alabama fans that's not sold on Coach DeBoer and his staff. I'm gonna be no, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not going there. I'm gonna keep that. I'm just saying, bruh, man, just saying. I'm just saying. It is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. So Bama has to come out, but I'm telling you now, week one is crucial. It's crucial. It is crucial. On on August the 29th, Auburn goes to Baylor. I told everybody, watch that game. Pay attention to that game. If Auburn loses that game, look out. Look out. I'm of the firm persuasion that Hugh Freeze seat is going to get a lot hotter if Auburn loses to Baylor. And I'm going to tell you something else. And if Baylor gets over there and shows out on them, and crash out on them, and really beats Auburn soundly, don't be surprised. I'm going to leave it right there. Oh, I know it, Double A. You know I know. You know I know. I know you're not afraid, and neither am I. There are quite a few of us on here that are not afraid to speak truth to whomever. What they gonna do? Try to make something happen? Can't. But you can't be afraid of truth. Can't be afraid. You know, people got the Bama fans need to wake up. I'm just saying. Bama fans need to wake up. But you've got crazy fans in every fan base. Ohio State has them. Tennessee has them. Georgia has them. Shucks. Miami of Ohio have them. I'm just saying. There are always these fanatics, if you will, that takes things too far. Oh, I bleed crimson. I'm going to put it to you this way. I will do a happy dance like we do at church if Baylor beats Auburn. I believe I could walk on the water that night. I believe I could. If Baylor beats Auburn, which I really do believe that they will, if Baylor beats Auburn, I believe I'm going to walk on the water. Hey, everybody loves Ebony. Ebony, I am Piano Man 590 something, 593, 592, something like that, sister. But yeah, I do have Piano Man. I'm on TikTok, yes. I believe Crimson said I might fly to the moon. I'm gonna walk on the water. And I'm gonna dance every step of the way. I'm just gonna be strutting my stuff. Because if Baylor beats Auburn, I'm telling you now, there will be some rumblings on the plains over there. There will be some rumblings on the plains. Yep. Get them trees, man. Yeah, Auburn's going to be, you know what? And I'll be the first to admit, Auburn is going to be pretty good. But I'm going to tell you this. But Auburn's most hellified games are on the road. You're starting off with Baylor. And then, if I'm not mistaken, where's my book? Here's Auburn's schedule. They start off with Baylor, Ball State, South Alabama, and then their next two games, they're Oklahoma and Texas A&M. They're hitting the road. They're going to both the Oklahoma and Texas A&M. They're hitting them on the road. That's why I said it's going. If Auburn loses that first game, those two games right there. Baylor, Oklahoma, Texas A&M. Now watch this. Here's Auburn's schedule: Baylor, Ball State, South Alabama. They go to Oklahoma. They go to Texas A&M, and then they're open. And then on October the 11th, they play Georgia, Missouri at home. They go to Arkansas. They have Kentucky at home. They go to Vanderbilt. Then they have another open date, and then on the 22nd they play Mercer, and then they end with Bama. Okay. Now I'm of the firm belief that they'll beat Ball State, they'll beat South Alabama. That Oklahoma Texas A&M game, I'm not sure. Especially, and they're playing them on the road. And the thing about it is that where character is built is when you go into a hostile environment and you can beat them. And three of their 5 games are on the road. Baylor, Oklahoma, Texas A&M. They play them all on the road. It's going to be hard to beat them. It's going to be hard for them to win those games. How will Jackson Arnold fare going back to Oklahoma? Now, that's the team that a lot of people are asleep on is Oklahoma. A lot of people are asleep on the Sooners. I'm just saying. We may not want to hear that. We may not want to give credence to that, but Oklahoma's going to be better than advertised. I'm just saying. But that Auburn-Baylor game, pay attention to it on August the 29th. And that line so far, I think it's still at Auburn -2. All right. Then we got Texas, Ohio State. I'm going to tell you another game to watch. Utah and UCLA. Pay attention to those things. Then we'll go through this right quick. And we got a couple more things to talk about. I ain't going to hold you long. Then you got Syracuse, Tennessee. Alabama, Florida State. LSU, Clemson. I've been hollering about that game. The battle between two possible Heisman Trophy candidates. K. Klubnik for Clemson. Garrett Nussmeier for LSU. Who's going to win? I'm about to tell you how that one's going to turn out. I don't believe LSU is going to go on the road and beat Clemson. Clemson is tough with those wideouts. And Klubnik is a bad man. I'm just saying. Aero squad, and that's what I plan to do. I'm just going to park my behind in front of the TV that day and cancel everything. Aerostar, you know which way I'm finna take this, don't you? Folks have from now until August the 21st, 5:01 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you want Piano Man to attend your wedding engagement announcement, all kind of stuff, wedding renewal, you have from now until August 21st, 5:01 p.m. Central Standard Time to get me there and all that kind of stuff, because at 5:01, well, really 5 o'clock, because at 5:01 p.m., all my wedding and party stuff is going in a vault, and it's going to be locked until February the 9th of 2026, after the Super Bowl. Then we can negotiate. What's up, G Bama boy? Then we can negotiate on me making an appearance at any of your family functions. But as of today, at 6:03 p.m., 8/4/2025, in the year of our Lord, you've got from now until August the 21st, 5 o'clock p.m. That's on a Thursday. Because at 5:01, going in the vault, locked until February the 9th. Don't ask me. I'm not coming. I don't do weddings and all that kind of stuff doing a bye week, because I'm still watching football. So that's what Arrow Squad said. So I'm pulling me up a chair, getting myself together. I'm getting my snacks. I'm getting me another grill and all that kind of stuff. I'm making it happen. And as a matter of fact, on that Friday night, on the 22nd, I'm gonna be grilling, and we still gonna be doing keeping it a buck with Kangaroo Black. We still gonna be doing that. I'm just gonna be outside, starting my tailgate a week early. I gotta get acclimated back into doing content. Content grilling. I got to get acclimated back. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, sissy. So, just saying now. So you got from now until August 21st. You need Piano Man, come and perform your wedding, play for your wedding, all that good stuff and everything. You got from now until August the 21st. So OG Gill, you and you know who you want to marry, who you've been asking. I don't know if she told you yeah or not. But if y'all trying to do it now and everything, I'm just saying that you better hurry up. That time is fastly approaching. 21st, I'm putting that black book up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Ephraim. Oh, yeah. It's going there now. I hope so, Sissy. I hope Auburn goes 0-12. I don't like them. But anyway, LSU, Clemson, they're going to be playing. That's how it's going. That game between Gary Nussmeier and Kay Klubnik is going to be a good one. But I believe that Clemson beats them. Clemson beats them. Here's another one. Virginia Tech, South Carolina. They're playing in Atlanta. Okay? Here's another one. Notre Dame, Miami. They're playing that Sunday night, August the 31st. Monday, September the 1st, TCU, North Carolina. So I'm telling you now, that first week of football, that first weekend of football, of college football, is going to be fire. And if y'all gonna get and if you're into sports betting, even though I don't propagate it and everything, but I'm just being realistic. Some people are into it. You may want to start keeping up with the lines. Because those lines are going to fluctuate from week to week, even from day to day. If you're going to do prop betting, be careful even in that. Just, you know, all these ways to put a little change in your pocket, but you have to be smart about it. But I'm telling you now, that Clemson, that LSU game, that game is going to say a lot about both of those teams. That game is going to say a lot about both of those teams. Now, if LSU goes into Death Valley there in South Carolina and pulls a rabbit out the hat and beat Clemson, watch out for LSU. Alabama's still going to beat them, but watch out for them. Sometimes all it takes is a win to boost up a momentum, to boost up a confidence in certain teams. But I don't believe that LSU is going to beat Clemson. LSU, for the last few years, has not started fast at all. They have not. So all of those games, though that first week of football, I'm telling you, weeks is going to be crucial. Week 2, crucial. Week 3, crucial. Week 4, crucial. I'm telling you now, that coaches poll in those first 4 weeks, some things are going to get shook up. They're going to get shook up. So, and I'm here for it. I want to see a shaking happen. Now I don't want to see Alabama lose, so don't get it confused, don't get it twisted. I'm just saying now. We got the week 1 is going to be important. And the question is, are you ready? Will our team be ready? We can't come out there thinking about blinging and this, that, and the third, and all that kind of stuff. I've got a friend who said they can't stand Lank. I don't have a problem with Lank, long as you get out there and execute it. Lank, listen. What's the line on Bama and FSU? I want to say 12, but I can't use my phone. I want to say 12. I believe Crimson. I want to say 12. That's what I'm wanting to say. Now that line may come down some, I believe. That line just may come down some. But according to this right here, the line is 12. And the over and the under is 50.5. The over and under is 50.5. So I'm just saying. It is what it is. Okay, Ebony, I got you. I'm there. I was trying. I just saw where I thought somebody was asking me about a friend request on there, and by the time I looked down and I saw it, it got off of there real quick. You know. Let's see something here. There we go. But that's just what's up right now. So on the other things that, you know, the week one, we've talked about the coaches poll. We've talked about week one where Alabama, who they're playing. We all know they're playing Florida State, who other teams are playing. That coaches poll is going to get, there will be a shakeup in doing week one. But I'm telling you again, weeks 1 through 4, that coaches poll will be shaken like violently. I'm telling you. Because by the time Alabama plays Georgia, don't be surprised if you have, like, depending upon how Texas, Ohio State goes. I don't have an issue with, like, I don't. I was just saying that a lot of people do. They want us to retire Lank, but I have no problem with Lank, because if you go out and you let naysayers know, and you beating the brakes off of them, Lank is actually working. So here we go. Yeah, so here's our. Yeah, here's your schedule right here. Saturday the 23rd, Thursday. Oh, what? Yeah, that's right, the 23rd. See, so you got football coming within the next 2 to 3 weeks. But those are your games. And that's where they're going to be played. So we're going to have you're going to have Iowa State. You see them. You see the games. You see the games. And so by the time we get to August 29th, there it is. So we have football. There's been a football sighting, folks. And we're here now. I'm ready myself. I'm ready. I am ready as a radio. I'm ready. Uh-oh. Yeah, it flipped. Okay. But those are, that's the schedule for the first couple of weeks. Week 0, week 1, or however that goes. So all I'm saying is that don't bother me. Better get it in. Because Piano Man going to be watching football. That's what I'm going to be watching, football. I love football. So anyway, but now on the other stuff, we talked about the coaches poll. We talked about scheduling and things like that. But here's another thing I want to talk about. This has to deal with Alabama. Wait a minute, AA? What? AA, you didn't say nothing to me about your birthday. Oh, your birthday is tomorrow. Okay. All right, AA. Okay. I see you. Yep. I see you. Happy early birthday, AA. Happy early birthday. If you will, if you put in the chat, even though it's tomorrow, you know we're not going to be on tomorrow. I've got to go work the polls tomorrow. We have an election here. I'm going to work the polls and everything. But let's wish AA for those that haven't done it yet. Let's wish AA. Let's wish AA a happy early birthday. Okay. Happy early birthday. Happy early birthday. Happy early birthday, Double A. Yeah. Happy early birthday. May the Lord bless you to see many more. Many more. But this here we're going to talk about this last subject right quick. There have been some happenings. Now, me personally, I don't think it's too much to worry about. I wouldn't read that much into it. I just believe that there's that scheme happening here. What's up, Anitra? Don't start, Anitra. Don't you start. Even though I'm feeling a lot better, don't you start. Okay? But we all know Jaden Roberts, the starting right guard for Alabama Crimson Tide, was seen taking snaps. Excuse me. Was seen taking snaps yesterday or throughout the course of the weekend with the second string. Gino Vandermark was seen taking snaps with the first string. First question: has Vandermark emerged, or is the Hulk still the man? Now, you know, the Hulk, that's Jaden Roberts. That's the nickname that he had, the Hulk. Is he still the guy? Me personally, I believe that Jaden Roberts is still the guy. What I think is actually happening is that because of trying to make sure that that the line stays intact, and because Jaden sometimes does get hurt, they're putting Gino in to kind of maybe rest Jaden to make sure that he's ready for the first game. You know, all that kind of stuff. All that kind of stuff. I don't know. But I believe that Jaden Roberts is still the man. The Hook still is the man, the anchor of that O-line. I believe that he is. Yeah, trying to maintain depth. And that's basically what I'm trying to say. I believe that they're trying to maintain the depth and bringing in other players to play the position so we can be, you know, just we won't suffer so much if something goes wrong. We won't suffer so much if something goes wrong. So I don't think that there's anything to write home about. I just think that it's just precautionary measures to make sure that the right guard is solidified regardless who plays it. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't matter who's playing right guard. We all know that Jaden Roberts is the starter. We know this. But coach and all of his assistants and coordinators and this, that, and the third, they may be just trying something new because we are sort of thin on the line. And we have a lot of young players. But we've got to come with it. What's up, Nick Saban Jr.? Roll Tide. Yeah, it's tough to have the former starter going against the ones all practice. Yeah. So I think it's more or less like you're gonna, you know, and here's another way you might want to look at it. You may want to look at it that you're putting a number one on the second string, and if you bring in at the second string and you put a veteran in there with them, that veteran can keep the second string in check. He hasn't necessarily lost his position on first string, or maybe he's gained a new responsibility. Yeah, Double A. Hopefully, I was intending. I did invite Ryan back this evening. Excuse me, because he just got off of his show. But I was listening to Ryan Fowler talk about how Caden Proctor squats 1,000 pounds. And I forgot what his vertical jump was. I forgot what they said his vertical jump was. Now, we know Caden Proctor has had injury problem with that shoulder. And, yeah. But he's working. He's working. But, yeah, he got to 1,000, I believe. That's what was told to me. That's what I heard today. And if I don't know if Ryan's going to come on. I'm not sure and everything. But he even told that today. How strong Caden Proctor is. That whole O-line of Alabama's is very, very strong. They're very strong. So we got a lot to do. We got a lot. He gonna hurt himself. I don't know. I put it to you like this. He won't get it. He ain't gonna get me. I can run fast. Man, you squatting 1,000, you squatting 1K. Man, please. Yeah, you better do something about yourself. But all I'm saying is our O-line is going to be massive, and it could be that Jaden Roberts could be having a different responsibility. And in helping the second string, to, so we won't lose no intensity in the game, bring in Jaden Roberts with the second string. But I have a feeling that even the second string, when you bring them in, they're going to come in with that same mindset. And that's why I believe they have Jaden Roberts there. Now, we don't know if that's going to be, we don't know if that is so or not. I'm just speculating. Oh, that would be a sight to see. I'm just speculating. I bleed crimson, because I think that at some point or another within the game, that this is when the running attack. Now, I'm still looking for balance. I'm not looking for them to be pass happy. I'm looking for them to be balanced this year. Balance. Yeah, AA, you're right. Jalen Hurts was another naturally strong. He could squat like 500, 550, something like that, and still can. Yeah, and from 600. Yeah. So I'm just saying, so I wouldn't get alarmed. I wouldn't get all worked up over the fact that the Hulk is working out with the second string. I believe there's a purpose to it. I believe that there's a plan. There is a plan that Coach DeBoer has. He and Coach Grubb. I believe that there is a plan that they have, and it's going to be okay. And it's going to be an enjoyable plan. So let's support the Tide. And then the next thing I want to talk about is Jalen Mbakwe. According to Coach DeBoer, Jalen Mbakwe is doing pretty good at wide receiver. But my question is about Mbakwe. Where will he fit in the wide receiver rotation? And who else is turning heads in the camp? That's the question. Who else is turning heads? But I'm hearing that Jalen is really doing well in catching the football, running his routes, making them crisp and clean. Yeah, Ephraim, they have a protocol for safety. Yes. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting what Alabama is bringing to the table. It's going to be interesting this year. And I'm just saying that starting on August the 30th, y'all, is going to be a day of reckoning. A day of reckoning. We don't care nothing about Florida State going to get Gus Miles on. We don't care nothing about that. We just want to know. We just want to know if are we ready for Florida State? Will we be ready for them? The answer, I believe, is going to be yes. Double A, what you say? Piano Man, I'm sure KD have things in the mix for Bach. I do too. Not just KD, but Grubb as well. I believe that Grubb has something in the mix too. They've got something in the mix that's going to bring Bach. Mbakwe is going to bring him some big numbers. Mm-hmm. Let's hope practice footwork and instincts have improved. Yes. And I think that they have, I believe. I think that they have. I think his footwork has improved over the summer. I think his footwork has improved. Yeah, Block played that in high school. Yeah. So, anyway, y'all, that's going to be about it for tonight. I'm not going to stay on the full 2 hours. I don't want to overdo it and everything, but I thank you for your time and everything. That's basically it for tonight. I was hoping that Ryan, because I sent them the email to appear on the show and everything. Well, okay, we can. Okay, here we go. Ain't no sense in putting this off. No sense in putting it off. The White said, want to try to give away? Let's go for it. All right. So, the White, I'm ready. Now, 401k crew, and B Sharp, don't you get in this either. I'm going to put you across my knee because I'm the big brother here. Okay. All right. We can try it on here. And that doggone B Sharp said I can win. 401k crew is not allowed to enter this contest. They're not allowed. Only those who are subscribers. The subscribers that are not part of the 401k crew. B Sharp, you know what? B Sharp. Now, if I let you in this B Sharp and you end up winning, this, that's not going to spell good. Ephraim can't win because he's already won. Right? Because he won with you, right, B Sharp? Because Ephraim has already won. So I want to make sure that somebody wins that has not won, right? So, Dwight, how do we do this now? I'm putting this in your hands, Dwight. Now, how we do this. But B Sharp, I will say this, brother. You are part of, and I'm going to do something about that too, B Sharp. But B Sharp, you are part of the 401k crew, sir. So that's why you can't win, bro. Ephraim said, hold up now. Nah, Ephraim, you already won. Nick Saban Jr. said, just pick me. See, that'd be too easy, Nick Saban Jr. And if it was left up to me like that, I'd just pick somebody out the crew and just keep it moving. But Dwight is going to explain how this goes. Dwight is going to explain. Okay. Oh, it's not going to work? Okay. All bets are off. Okay. We have to wait until Dwight gets that on his computer, so we'll do it one day. We will do it one day this week, possibly. We'll let you know. So it's not going to work from here. All right. All three really good. It's hard, but the next three, Rico, Brooks, and Hale. And wait a minute. Here we go. You all do know LaSierre Brooks got a little banged up there, but it's nothing major. He'll be back. And I'm telling you all, this is where the rubber meets the road. I thought I was through, but when I saw that right there, it sparked another thought. This is where the rubber meets the road, folks. And when they start getting injured, the injury bug. I've been saying from the word go that the 3 X factors, starting with number 3, the O-line, number 2, Ryan Grubb, on the offensive side of the ball. The 3 X factors will be the O-line, Ryan Grubb, and injuries. But nothing serious about LaSierre Brooks. He'll be back. But you got Rico Scott, Jalen Hale, those 3 right there. That's a combination that ain't too many people gonna guard them. Yeah, Ephraim. Now Madden you'll be eligible for. Madden you will be eligible for. We'll go later on this week, Dwight. When you're at the computer, I don't want no glitches. I want us to have a smooth giveaway, and we're gonna make it happen, okay? All right. Now I bleed crimson. That's what I'm waiting on. And to hear Coach DeBoer talk about Josh Cuevas was music to my ears. We got to utilize the tight ends more than just blocking. They got to come in with some passing schemes as well. So I believe we're going to be fine, everybody. I just believe that. I believe we're going to be okay. We're going to be just fine. Any news on the kickers? I really haven't heard anything about our kickers yet, but just give it a few days, and Susan, we'll hear something. Shout out to everyone on TikTok. Thank you for coming. All I'm asking you to do, that if you've never ever subscribed to my YouTube channel, The Long Run with Piano Man, I'm asking you to please subscribe. You know, get me to that 300 mark. That's all I'm asking. I'm not after nothing but your subscription. You know, tell me that you nah, just pick it. But thank you for coming. Thank you for all of that. And let me know, what you think. And like I said, this is actually my first time doing this and everything. So I'm just trying to get better and everything. But thank you for coming. But like I said, if you've never subscribed to my YouTube channel, come on over and hang out with me, 401k crew, and some more interesting people that make up the long run. And we're going to have a good time. So come join us over there on YouTube and be a part of the community. But I'm going to continue to do some things over here on TikTok as well. I'm going to be able to balance. Balance. That's the key word, balance. Yeah, balance. Balance is what's happening. Okay? But, yes, the kicker did interview today. Yeah. A lot of them interviewed today. B Sharp, now you know good and well. You know how to do all that stuff. Y'all have to show me. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all like my dad used to say, baby red to me. You got to baby red down so I can understand. But we want to do the giveaway. But we can do the giveaway one day this week. We'll get it. We will get it. I know what B Sharp trying to do. He trying to get in good graces in and say, see, I helped you out. So they'll put me in there. We were talking about foods on and you know what? I gotta ask KB about that. When are we gonna start talking about tailgate and all that kind of stuff? Having us a food section and all that kind of stuff. Cause I don't mind cooking. I like to grill and all that kind of stuff. And I like to eat grilled foods and all that kind of stuff. I like all of that. So we'll get it this week though, Dwight. When you get on your computer and not your tablet, we'll get it. We'll get it. I got to do something on a constant basis in order for me to remember it and everything. So y'all forgive me for that, but we're gonna get it. I promise you we're gonna get it. We're gonna get that down pat. And somebody's gonna be blessed with a college football game 26, whether it's PS5 or Microsoft with the Xbox, whether it's gonna be on your computer, it doesn't matter. We just want somebody to win and enjoy. Compliments of Piano Man and the 401k crew. Compliments. And we will say this, once you win and everything, you will get your prize. You will get it. Okay? You will get it. You will get it. So anyway, that's going to be about it for tonight. Like I said, I didn't want to overdo it. I'm just thankful that I have some of my voice back and everything. Thankful for those over here in TikTok. Thank you for coming and everything. And we're going to try to do better the next time. Hopefully we'll get more of this congestion out the way. But these summertime colds are no joke, man. They're no joke. And I have not had any sodas today. All I've had is water. And I did have my not grapefruit juice, my lemon juice and water. I did have that and all that kind of stuff. So I thank you for your time. Rico looked like a running back. He does. A lot of those guys have gotten cut. They've gotten real cut and everything. And I'm gonna tell you something while we're on that subject. Don't sleep on Daniel Hill. Daniel Hill, Richard Young, don't sleep on him. Jam Miller is out there, is up there, but that doggone Daniel Hill, Richard Young, don't sleep on them. Don't sleep on them now. I think they're gonna be fine. They're going to be fine. So I just believe in our Alabama Crimson Tide. I believe in our Alabama Crimson Tide. So anyway, y'all, that's going to be our show for tonight. I'm going to get off of here and go take some more meds, go lay down for a minute. Being in front of the computer, I still feel the congestion around my eyes, but I'm thankful that I wasn't quite as bad off this evening than I was this morning. That's what prayer can do and everything. So thank you for your prayers and your concern and all that good stuff. And we're hopefully Wednesday we will be feeling all the way, at least over halfway there, if not all the way, at least over halfway there, and all of that congestion and everything will be gone. Yeah, Kimberly, gotcha. Yeah. Dang, Steve was straight from the honeybee. You know what you suggest? Nothing, Steve. Nothing. See, I'm about to say, do you know what you suggested? And you go get Anitra and Susan and all that crew started right there. You're gonna get them started. I don't have the strength to even laugh about that today, but anyway, straight from the honeybee, Steven. I mean, like, really? Okay. Kids back to school getting close over here. They've already started, Ephraim. You know, they've already started. 26 more days. FSU, you are first. Yes, Stephen always starts. If Stephen ain't start, okay, Stephen has started. Anitra will sign off on it. And then here comes Susan and KT putting their 2 cents worth. And then it all just goes off the rail then. Yeah, Stephen, you about as innocent as I am. Yeah, man. You're about as innocent as I am. Stephen always starting something. I ain't even lying to you. But anyway, everybody, that's the show for today. And I want to give a shout out to everybody, all 30-something of y'all that was in the chat. I know we lost some along the way. Thankful for everybody on TikTok that hung around. Hopefully you'll come back and all that good stuff. And we're getting closer to the season, and we're just going to have a good time. 26 days, and we rolling. 26 days, FSU, you're first. So I'm just saying that whomever else your team may be playing, you need to be saying the same thing about your team. Have confidence in your team and love your team and all that kind of stuff. But I want to remind you that there will be no show tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going to work the polls and everything, but the Lord willing and the creek don't rise, I will be right back on here Wednesday with the Long Run with Piano Man. And so we're going to be having a good time, and we're going to continue to talk about Bama football. We're going to continue to talk about the SEC, everybody. I believe that this is going to be an exciting year. I think it's going to be a strange year, but it's going to be yet exciting. And so I just believe that our Alabama Crimson Tide, I just believe it. I'm just going to leave it like that. But shout out to all content creators everywhere. Just continue to do your thing. Just remember, our work is being recognized. Our voice is heard. And our faces remembered. So there's no sense in being jealous of another content creator or podcaster. Kitchen's big enough for everybody to cook in, and we all can eat. So in the words of my pastor, Bishop Kenneth Preston, stay focused, drive, and go forward in the name of Jesus Christ. And remember this. We can do all things through Christ, who does indeed give us strength. And so keep doing your thing. And so just always remember, I may not see you personally today or tomorrow, but bruh man is going to see you in the long run. So, and then the next thing, remember, I ain't no expert. I just know what I'm talking about, all right? So until Wednesday, have a great evening, everyone. No sense in talking about Buster because, and then I will say this, three-stroke Charlie. Anyway, I'm going to leave you alone too. Billy, you still too short to be playing basketball. I'll just say that. I'm going to leave Buster and three-stroke Charlie alone, because I think Buster and three-stroke Charlie is one and the same myself. I believe Buster and three-stroke are the same person. I just believe that, But anyway, but have a great evening and have a great day tomorrow. And FSU, just remember you're first. And forget them trees, the hedges, and all Bama haters. And remember, it's Roll Tide. So until Wednesday, God bless and Roll Tide. Piano Man is out. Have a great night, Bama Nation, and I'll see you Wednesday.